What's up, folks? The Sportsbook Killa, UFC 308. Don't miss it. These fights on this card look really, really good. Very strong. A little difficult to pick, but oh well. Let me give you my report card for last week real quick. So for my strong picks, I had 4 strong picks I picked, and I went 2-2, so I was at 50%. Robelis to Spain lost and Kyler Phillips lost. They didn't get it done for me. For my UFC Vegas 99 strong prop bets, I was 7-1, so I was at 87% on that one. The only one I got wrong was the Despain Austin Lane under 2.5 round prop. That's the only prop I got wrong. My college football strong picks, I was 6-1, so I was at 85%. The only one I got wrong was the James Madison game. So let's get the UFC 308. Hopefully I can have a perfect record on this one. This is going to be a tough card to do that on, but I'm going to do what I can. First fight, we got the men's featherweight division. Champion Ilia Topuria going up against Max Blessed Holloway. Topuria has phenomenal boxing. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Very strong chin, and he has serious KO power with great cardio. Max Holloway, great boxing, hard puncher, strong chin, great cardio, versatile striker. This guy can do it a lot of different ways. A lot of people riding on Ilia Topuria. He's about a 3-1 favorite right now. I'm going to take my chance with the blessed one. I'm going to take my chance with Max Holloway to win this. I think he can outpoint Topuria. I really do. He should be able to do it for at least 3 rounds. If he loses the other 2, he still gets the decision. And I'm a little nervous about it, but I like the way Max Holloway boxes. He's going to be the taller guy in there by about 3 or 4 inches. I'm also going to take all the overs, over 1.5, over 2.5, over 3.5, and over 4.5 round prop. I see this fight going to a decision. Both of these guys are tough. So I figure if Max Holloway can't pull off the upset, I should hit pretty good on the overs. Next fight, we got the men's middleweight division. Robert Whittaker versus Khamzat Chimaev. Robert Whittaker, karate black belt, Hapkido black belt, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. And he is a hard, versatile striker. He's good, very good, and dangerous. Khamzat Chimaev, former Swedish freestyle wrestling champ. He's a hard, versatile striker. He has great wrestling, great takedowns. He is a hard puncher. He has decent cardio, but not the best. He tends to fade around that 3rd round. So if he hasn't completely dominated you, which he usually does, he usually gets a takedown in the 1st round and just puts his will on you. I mean, he really wears on his opponents. So I'm going to take Khamzat Chimaev in this one. I am. And I'm going to hope that he can get Robert Whittaker submitted or worn down in the 1st and 2nd round so that Whittaker can't make that comeback in the 3rd round and get a knockout or some sort of submission. So I'm going to go with Khamzat Chimaev to win, and I'm really not going to touch the over-unders in this one because this is it's tough to even see how this fight's going to play out, to be honest with you. So Chimaev is the choice. Next fight, we got the men's featherweight division. Lerone Murphy versus Dan Ige. Dan 50K Ige. Lerone Murphy is a versatile striker. He has a good ground game, has good cardio, really good takedown defense. Dan Ige, he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, judo brown belt. He has phenomenal boxing, strong left jab, and he's a hard puncher. This fight here, they look very evenly matched. Dan Ige is tough. I can't see anybody just steamrolling over him. And Lerone Murphy, he is good as well. I won't bet on either fighter here. I'll take the overs. I think both of these guys are going to fight hard, and it's going to be a tough fight, probably a real close decision, maybe even a split decision. I don't like to bet on those. I'll take the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop in this one, and good luck to both these guys. Next fight, we got the men's light heavyweight division. Magomed Ankalaev versus Aleksander Rakic. Ankalaev, he's from Russia. He's a hard, versatile striker, hard puncher. He has really good boxing, great cardio, and he has a really solid ground game. Aleksander Rakic, he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt with very strong leg kicks, great boxing, and he has fast hands. I can't see Ankalaev just completely dominating Rakic in the striking. I can't see it. Ankalaev usually does that to his opponents. I can't see him doing that to Rakic. I really can't. I hope he incorporates his grappling and gets some takedowns in there to help me out. Now, I'm going to lean Magomed Ankalaev on this one. I'm going to be betting on Ankalaev. But I am concerned because Rakic is good. He really is. He has a little bit of a cardio issue toward the end of the fight, but this one's, I believe, just a 3-rounder. So if this is a 3-rounder, he should be okay. He should be able to fight hard at least for 2.5 of them. So, but I'm going to go Ankalaev to win, and I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop. Next fight, we got the men's middleweight division. Shara Bullet Magomedov versus Armen Petrosyan. Well, Shara Magomedov, this guy is something. He's from Dagestan, and this guy is a hard, fast striker. I mean, he has some of the strongest kicks and fastest kicks I've seen. He's a versatile striker, and he has decent cardio. He's pretty good cardio. The thing with him is he uses his kicks like most fighters use their punches. This guy kicks you from all different angles, body, head, legs. He's good, very good. He's undefeated, 14-0. He's going up against Armen Petrosyan, who's good. And Petrosyan has a nice strong left jab, strong leg kicks. He has really good takedown defense, and he has pretty decent cardio. So it's not going to be an easy fight for Shara Bullet, but I'm going to go with Shara Magomedov to get this one done, to outpoint, just basically out kickbox Armen Petrosyan. I think he'll do it. So Shara Magomedov is the pick, and I'm going to take the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop. Next fight. We got the men's welterweight division. Geoff Neal versus Rafael dos Anjos. Geoff Neal's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt with phenomenal takedown defense, strong chin, hard puncher. He fights out of the southpaw stance, and his boxing is good. Rafael dos Anjos, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but his takedowns are very weak. He doesn't take down anybody with any kind of wrestling pedigree at all. So, and he has good cardio, though. He can go 5 rounds if he needs to. He has a really good ground game. His boxing's good. I don't think as good as Geoff Neal's, but it's good. Thing is, Dos Anjos been in the UFC forever. His record's 32-16. He's 40 years old. I got to go with Geoff Neal with this one. I have to. I'm going to ride with Geoff Neal, and I'm going to take the prop bet that the fight starts the 2nd round and that the fight starts the 3rd round. Next fight, we got the men's lightweight division. Mateusz Rebecki going up against Myktybek Orolbai. Now, Rebecki is good. He's a former BJJ champ. Trains over at American Top Team. Strong leg kicks, good ground game, hard puncher, good takedowns. Rebecki's good. He has a little bit of a cardio issue, though. I've seen him fade, in the 3rd round of fights and toward the end of the 2nd round in fights. Orolbai, on the other hand, he's from Kazakhstan, and he is a pressure fighter. He has great takedowns, great ground game, great wrestling. He is a hard puncher, and his grappling is relentless. I got to go with Orolbai. To get this one done. So I think Orolbai beats Rebecki, and I'm going to take the fight star 2nd round prop. Next fight. We got the men's bantamweight division. Said Nurmagomedov versus Daniel Santos. Said Nurmagomedov isn't your typical Dagestani fighter. He's more of a striker. A lot of those guys come out of there are very good wrestlers, and he is a good wrestler, but he likes to strike. He's not real big on the ground game. He'll do it, and he's really good at it, but he just doesn't do it enough, in my opinion. But he's a hard, versatile striker with great kickboxing, great takedowns. His cardio's a little questionable, but he does have a good ground game. Daniel Santos, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt, pressure fighter. He keeps coming, and he can box. He has a really good ground game. He is a hard striker, and he has good takedowns, believe it or not. He has good takedowns. But in this particular one, I got to lean Said Nurmagomedov. I think Daniel Santos coming in, rushing in on him like he normally does, he'll get either hit with something, clipped with something hard and knocked out, or he'll get taken down easily and dominated on the ground. So I got to go with Said Nurmagomedov on this one. I'll be taking the over 1.5 round prop and the over 2.5 round prop. Next fight, we got the men's middleweight division. Abbas Magomedov versus Brunno Ferreira. Abbas Magomedov, his striking is good, very good. Versatile kicks, he's good. He's a hard striker. The problem with him is his cardio. I have no problem with him fighting. He even got a decent ground game. He can take you down and dominate on the ground if he wants to. But his cardio is just so garbage. But Brunno Ferreira, he's a hard, versatile striker with serious KO power. He's a judo black belt. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. But his cardio is questionable as well. His cardio's not that good. He starts to fade around halfway through the 2nd round. But if he lands a punch, he could put Magomedov out, and that's what concerns me. But I am going to go with Magomedov to win this fight. I am. I'm going to take a chance on him to win this fight, and I'm going to take the prop bet that the fight starts the second round. And I'm going to hope that Mr. Magomedov doesn't get hit with nothing heavy. I'm going to hope that. I mean, he's 6'2". Ferreira's about 5'10". So hopefully Magomedov can keep his head out of harm's way. Next fight, we got the men's heavyweight division. Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Chris Barnett. Oh, man. Okay, Kennedy Nzechukwu, he's a hard, versatile striker. He has good takedown defense. He has decent cardio. Chris Barnett has very strong leg kicks. He's a hard puncher with fast hands, but his ground game's rather weak. Now, Nzechukwu is 6'5". Chris Barnett is 5'9". This is going to be a weird-looking fight, but I got to go with Nzechukwu, even though I hate betting on him. Every time I bet on this guy, he seems to forget how to fight. But I'll give him a shot against a guy that's 5'9". I'm going to go on and take Nzechukwu to win. He's already a 6.5 to 1 favorite. Probably be 10 to 1 by the time the fight starts. Who knows? But I'll go Nzechukwu to win, and I'll take the prop bet that the fight starts the second round. Next fight, we got the men's light heavyweight division. Ibo Aslan versus Rafael Sakira. It's Rafael Sakira's UFC debut. He's a hard, versatile striker with very strong body kicks. He's from Brazil. Aslan is from Turkey, I believe, and he has KO power, but his cardio's trash. And his boxing's not that good. He throws the same 1-2, 1-2. But here's the caveat to this. Aslan is 13-1, and he's knocked out all 13 opponents that he's beat. He's knocked out all 13 of them, and then his one loss, he came back and knocked that guy out. The guy beat him. He came back and knocked him out. Anton Turkages was the guy's name. Now, this is going to be a tough fight because both of these guys are relatively new to the UFC, but I got to go with Aslan, who is the guy who actually has a win in the UFC, whereas Sakira doesn't have that. So I got to go with Aslan, and I'm going to take the under 2.5 round prop. I'm not going to go heavy on this because this fight could go either way. I mean, Sakira, he's 11-0, so it could go either way. But I'm going to go with Aslan. I'm going to lean Aslan and hope he can get the knockout. And like I said, he has a UFC victory on his record. So I got to ride with him and take the under 2.5 round prop. I think both of these guys going to get in there and bang, and I don't think the fight going to last too long. At least I hope not. Next fight, we got the men's bantamweight division. Farid Basharat versus Victor Hugo. Farid Basharat has phenomenal takedowns, relentless grappling, great ground game, and really good cardio. Victor Hugo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt with really good takedowns. He's on like a 14-fight win streak. A lot of those fights weren't in the UFC though. He's a pressure fighter, very hard puncher, and he has a really good ground game. I'm still gonna go with Farid Basharat. I like this guy's relentless grappling. I like his takedowns. I like his top control, and I like his striking. I like both of those. All those things I like about him. Victor Hugo, I think, will put up a really good fight, but I'm not so sure he can beat Basharat. Basharat is very strong. So I'll take Basharat to win. Right now, he's about a 6-1 favorite. So if you're gonna, I got him. I think when I got him, he was about maybe a 4-1 favorite. So Basharat's the pick, and I'll be taking the fight start second round prop. Next fight, we got the men's middleweight division. Ismail Nurdiev versus Brunno Silva. Nurdiev, he's from Morocco. He has a really good ground game, good takedown defense. His cardio is a little questionable, though. It's not that good. Roughly around the 3-minute point of the second round is when he starts to burn out a little bit. He does have good boxing, though, and he can punch. But this is his UFC debut. Brunno Silva, he's been in the UFC for a while. He's 23-11 is his record. He is a hard puncher. He went the distance with Alex Pereira. He has really good cardio, and he has a strong chin. Looks like Ismail Nurdiev is the favorite here. I got to go with the old school guy, Brunno Silva. He's 35 years old, but that's not too old to knock somebody out because that's what he's known for, and he's a hard puncher. I'm going to take a chance on Silva. I'm not going to go super heavy on him, but I'm going to take a chance on Silva getting this knockout over the newcomer. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going with Brunno Silva on this one. Like I said, not too heavy, just a little something, see if he can pull off the upset. Next fight, we got the men's welterweight division. Rinat Fakhretdinov, I can never get his name right. Rinat Fakhretdinov versus Carlos Leal. Fakhretdinov, he's from Russia. He's a hard puncher. He has really good wrestling. I love watching this guy wrestle. He has phenomenal takedowns, phenomenal ground game. He trains over there at the American Top Team. He's good. Carlos Leal, he's from Brazil. His boxing's not all that great, but he can punch. Man, he can punch. He has a very strong chin. He has very strong kicks and super strong leg kicks. His leg kicks are good. His body kicks are good. His fatigue factor kicks in roughly around toward the end of the second round. You'll start to see him breathing a little heavy, getting a little tired. And I'm hoping Fakhretdinov can force that a little sooner with all the grappling. So I'm going to take Rinat Fakhretdinov to win this fight. And I'm not going to take a chance on the over-unders. I'm going to stay away from those. But Carlos Leal is going to be tough. I've seen him fight in PFL, and he's good, very good. So this will be a step up in competition for Mr. Rinat Fakhretdinov, but I'm still going to ride with the super grappler from Russia. So I got Fakhretdinov to win. Once again, folks, take your time with your parlays. Try to do 2 and 3 pick parlays to minimize your chances of loss. Try to make as much as you can. Don't be greedy. And good luck this weekend.